Yo, welcome back everybody to a brand new PTCG Live Paldea Evolved deck video, and today we're looking at a Bad Deck Friday style deck on the brand new Veluza. This card can hit pretty hard for a single energy. This Pokemon can wreck your opponent for 1 energy. Now, Veluza does have the attack Slim Screw that does 120 damage for 4 energy. However, if you have no cards in your hand, this attack can be used for a single water energy, which is pretty solid. I mean, 1 for 120 ain't bad. Being a basic water Pokemon does allow us to play Articuno from Pokemon Go, which does let our basic water Pokemon do 10 more damage to the opponent's active, and it does let our Veluza hit a little bit harder. It can do 140 with double Articuno or 130 with 2, which does do a little bit more damage and fixes the math in certain scenarios. And Arcanine can also be as an attacker in here. It has basically the exact same attack where it has no cards in your hand. You can do 160. This is very good against Baxcalibur. You can one-shot Baxcalibur with Arcanine. You can hit for weakness against Arceus V-Star and Miraidon V. So there's a lot of benefits to playing the Arcanine in the deck. As it does provide another attacker that doesn't need energy, because sometimes you don't find energy with Veluza. We do play 2 Energy Search. One of the best ways to put our hand down to 0 is Peony. Peony almost always guarantees us the attack with Veluza, because you discard your hand and then you get 2 trainer cards from your deck and put them into your hand. So you can just Peony for 2 cards you can burn from your hand and then just go to 0 and then attack with Veluza with Peony. And this does open up the door for Peony, for Energy Search, Peony for a ball card, and there's so many options. We even have access to something like Grant. You can, if Grant's in discard pile, you can discard 2 cards from your hand, and except for any Grant, and then you can put Grant from discard pile into your hand, and then you can play Grant for turn. So you can use Grant as like a pseudo Ultra Ball, but you do have to either find a way to discard it or play from your hand. Lost Vacuum helps us a little bit too. It does let us remove a card from our hand, so Vacuum can get rid of 2 cards in our hand effectively, which can help us get our hand down nice and low. Radiant Venusaur is nice. Once your hand goes to 0, you need to draw more cards to build up a new hand for next turn, and that's where Radiant Venusaur comes in clutch with Sunny Bloom, where at the end of your turn, you can draw until you have 4 cards in your hand. You can also use Bibarel in the deck too with Industrious Incisors. So Venusaur has a huge target on its head. Almost always Venusaur is going to get bossed at some point in the game, right? So Bibarel is really nice to have as a backup Venusaur if you ever need it, and that's why we do play the Bibarel in the deck. And we have Drapion for the Mew matchup, otherwise Mew's probably not beatable. And Veluza definitely isn't a weak card. You can actually attack on the first turn of the game too, which is one of the things that does give Veluza some strength. Is it does have the option to attack on the first turn. So if you end up going second, you can actually attack with Veluza going second, and that is really cool. You can put on a lot of pressure early on, maybe even get a donk turn 1, knock something out in the active unexpectedly. Really cool concept with the attack on the turn 1, and Veluza can be pretty decent. So yeah, before you get in the video, shout out to the sponsor Card Cavern TCG. As always, if you're ever looking for any PCG Live pack code, get them over at Card Cavern. Card Cavern sells codes online for the cheapest. So if you're going to get any Paldea Evolve codes for TCG Live or an older set like Celebrations, Crown Zenith, Scarlet Violet Base, get them at Card Cavern. Card Cavern does sell IRL product too. You can get over there too. You can get anything at Card Cavern at the checkout. Use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and help our Card Cavern. So shout out Card Cavern, check them out, and use code LDF if you get any codes. Also, make sure to go check out the Shuffle Squad down below too. Every Monday, I post a new video to their channel, and you can also check out my second YouTube channel down below for even more content. So yeah, this is the list once again. Kind of went over every card already. It is nice to have a lot of playable cards. We do play 2 Pal Pad and 2 Pokegear. To get supporters, Pokegear, can look at the top 7 cards every deck. You can burn this card, so it's always just in your hand. You can play it, which helps, and you're also able to use it if you need to find a Peony for turn. Another really cool supporter card that does help us is Arven. Arven gets you a tool and an item. So Arven kind of gets you an Ultra Ball. Like, you can play Arven to get Ultra Ball plus, like, a tool card if you want. So I do like having the one of Arven. I thought about 2 Arvens. You could play Irida in here too. Irida is not a bad idea. Irida can get you an Articuno or a Veluza, but I think Arven's better because Irida can't get you tools anymore, but Arven can. And sometimes you do want to get a belt or a Bravery Charm. It does come in handy, and I do like having the ability to search out Ultra Ball for free with Arven, and that's why we do play the one of Arven. I don't know other supporters you can really play in here to help you. I am playing a Judge. You can judge yourself to 4, but as long as you draw 4 playable cards or, get a decent hand, Judge is fine. It is definitely cuttable, though. I'm not sure we need to play Judge, but Judge can be worth the risk. You can put your opponent's hand down low, and you can potentially draw 4 cards that let you get your hand down to 0, and that's why I do play the Judge. But Judge is most certainly cuttable if you want to cut it. I don't know if you really need it. I am playing PokéStop. It lets you discard the top 3 cards of your deck, and then you can, get items that you discarded in your hand. And PokéStop can find you, like, Ultra Balls and stuff if you ever need to play your hand down low, or you need to find, any burnable cards. That's why the PokéStop is in here, alongside Artazon, because Artazon can get you basics. Another Stadium isn't a bad idea either. Because, again, it can be a playable card. As long as you're constantly playing cards from your hand, you're able to kind of keep up the attacks every single turn. But yeah, let's go show off this deck. Again, bad deck Friday deck for sure. Definitely more on the rogue side. Wouldn't recommend it to an online tournament or anything, but it's a fun little deck to play around with. Let's go show it off. We're going second here with Veluza. And that's optimal. As long as we can get the turn 1 attack with Veluza, we actually don't mind going second. So that's not too bad. Our starting hand is a mulligan, so that's fine. Kind of gives away maybe we're playing. And do we have the Veluza? We might have it. Depending on what I top deck, I think we do have the Veluza. So I think we should be able to attack with it. Hopefully Venusaur's not prized, though, for the record. All right, we're playing against Gardevoir. Gardevoir is beatable. Gardevoir EX is kind of annoying, though, because we have to two-shot it, but still. This matchup is beatable. Gardevoir, I believe in. Oh, they pass? No! They pass. That's not good for them. Good for me, though. Okay, we can do Artisan. Or that. Yeah, because we got to do this. We got to go attach the bench. We got a Nest Ball. For Radiant Venusaur. And then, yeah, we have the Donk. All right, well, that works. You know, Veluza donking the opponent's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, kind of cheesy, kind of cool. This is why you go second with this deck, because you can get a turn 1 knockout with Veluza. Knocking out my opponent's Ralts, beating Gardevoir, pretty good stuff. I mean, you can beat Gardevoir with this deck for sure, but just securing the turn 1 knockout is kind of cool. The donk with Veluza is kind of sick. It's one of the benefits of this bad deck Friday type deck is the ability to maybe get a turn 1 donk on the opponent. All right, going to go second. Unfortunately, our starting hand does not have the potential turn 1 donk. And we're playing against Gardevoir, maybe? No, they mulliganed. It's Tinkaton. Yeah, this hand isn't good, though. Yeah, not a great starting hand. It is Tinkaton, I was right. All right, yeah. Tinkaton's very beatable, but yeah, our hand does not have the ability to do much about it. We have no way to... attack. I really want this turn 1 donk, by the way. But that's, yeah. Fortunately, not going to happen with this unfortunate starting hand. F. Coulda, woulda. Could have had the donk if we had an energy, because I could have went Lost Vacuum. Damn, that sucks. It's a pretty big whiff. Let's pass for now. Can draw. Actually, I should have bossed. Okay, never punish. I should have bossed. 100% I should have bossed. But we drew the Peony anyways, which is good. We can go Switch Cart Energy Search if they try to memory skip me here. I should have 100% bossed because I got to draw more cards with Sunny Bloom. I kind of forgot about that, but thankfully we didn't get punished. Ooh, wow, rare candy right away. Damn. There's the Tinkaton. Still one thing. My opponent never plays Hand Disruption, and I don't know if that's good or bad. They do have the Switch. Do they even have the Knockout, though? I don't know if they can knock me out. Well, I mean, okay, now they have a Knockout. Okay, never mind, I lied. I was going to say, maybe I should have put the Big Charm on the active. 300 HP is super tanky, but this is where Arcanine is going to be good. Yeah, they should have a KO. It's not that hard for them to do 130. I don't think Big Charm would have made a difference. Yeah, probably would have made a difference to do Big Charm here or not. Not getting the turn 1 donk, though, is super demoralizing, though. Really wanted that turn 1 KO. So you can beat Tinkaton. The problem with Tinkaton is really its HP is kind of tanky. And we might be playing chicken with boss. I don't know. This could be tough for sure. Best top deck here would probably... Oh, we should have put the Big Charm on. Should have put the Bravery Charm on. It looks like they might not have had a KO if we played it. Okay. I mean, I didn't expect them to have Research and Rare Candy Tinkaton in hand. I didn't expect all that, but maybe I should have. Maybe I should have expected the unexpected. Unfortunate. Alright, well. Is what it is, I guess. I need Articuno. I need more basics than what I have. Unfortunately, we just don't have the access to that. Can't two-shot this thing currently, which is pretty bad. I mean, they're playing Manaphy. We're kind of screwed, to be honest. All right, well, Slim Screw for 120. Not great. Not a lot of damage. We kind of needed more there, so we'll draw with Venusaur. Okay, that was a good Venusaur. They have 180 HP left, so... Yeah, I don't know. If I had Defiance Band Arcanine, maybe we could have KO'd them, which would have been kind of sweet. Maybe we should play Defiance Band in here instead of Choice Belt. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but this is where things get awkward. My opponent may not be playing my low tick, though, which I don't think matters, but... Sign a note. My one win con, depending on how my opponent plays, the one win con I have is maybe to boss a Curly and stall it. I don't know. That's maybe possible. Maybe, maybe not. I have another Rare Candy Tinkaton. They're just finding Rare Candy Tinkaton like it's the easiest thing in the world to do. They play Avery. They might have... heavy Avery actually is pretty tough to deal with, actually. Could be an issue for us. We can Judge, maybe? I don't know. Would Judge ever matter? It might. If they play Cheryl, we're probably screwed for the record. If they have Cheryl, we're not winning this game. Path, that's fine. I got Artazon in hand. Yeah, if they are playing Cheryl, I think we're kind of screwed here, to be honest. Cheryl is, like, absolute worst case scenario for us, I think, in this matchup. So, yeah, if they have a Cheryl, man, it ain't looking good. That's all I'm going to say. It ain't looking good if they have a Cheryl. We're hoping they don't have Cheryl. Oh, boy. No knockout here is pretty bad. I mean, I just don't know if we can win without that, like, turn 1 donk, maybe. Okay, that could be a good top deck, though. That might have saved us. What's the Artazon for Veluza? Do I Judge? Well, Bibarel first. I'm going to save the Judge. I might not even play, to be honest. Nice. There's our K9. Super Rod 2. Judge here isn't terrible. But they're still probably going to KO me. I don't think it's going to matter, right? Not really. See, we get Peony. Nope. We have to Judge. I'm going to hold the cards so I can try to play my hand down. We have to go Judge here, unfortunately. Okay, we got the knockout. There we go. Or not the knockout. We got the attack, I mean. Which is still not great, even though we do get the attack. We're still kind of down bad right now. If only we had a way to do 30... If we had, like, a Defiance Band, it would have been nice. Not having the Articuno is griefing us. Not having that Articuno boost actually kind of screws us over here on this Tinkaton. Alright, we'll see what my opponent does here. They have 5 cards in hand. We got a pretty good Venusaur there, which is nice. So, I mean, they're going to knock me out. We can KO them. I don't know if we can just... I don't think it's possible to take all the prizes in time. If we had donked the Rulse turn 1, we maybe could have won the game, because it would have enabled us to go knock out 2 Tinkaton and then boss for game, but that's just not going to happen anymore. So I think we're probably just out of luck here, unfortunately. This game isn't going bad. We're only down, like, 1 Ultra Ball. Like, it isn't terrible, but it's just... We're unable to really keep up with the pressure. I think that's what's screwing us over here. Like, if they just, like, don't have turn 2 Tinkaton, knockout, and we donk Ralts, then this matchup is definitely beatable, but they just kind of had the nuts turn 2. And I also whiffed the turn 1 donk, which wasn't helping us. Like, if they have another Avery here, it's just probably, like, nothing I can do. Like, Avery probably bodies us too, and it's not good. It's not a good spot to be in all around. See what they do, though. They have 7 cards in hand. Do they have any boss play, or are they just going to knock out my active? They haven't played a boss yet, so they could boss here, knock out Venusaur or something. We'll see what they decide to do. See what they do. They go after Venusaur and go Rod Nest Ball to get it back, which is what I'll do. We'll see. It's not great, though. Haven't played any Energy Search, right? Yeah, they do boss. They go after Venusaur, Bibarel. I mean, well, we'll see. I mean, they have to take out one of the 2. They are going for the boss, though. And they actually go after my Bibarel here. They're trying to get a path to the peak. We have double vacuum still and a PokéStop. Okay. We can KO the active Tinkaton. I think it's just... We're so far behind, though. Like, I think it's just kind of too late, but we'll see. What do we top deck? Boss? Is that our other boss? It is. We have the Pal Pad. When am I getting Bibarel in play? Let's do this. This Peony, it's fine. We'll grab Pal Pad. Pal Pad Rod? Pal Pad Rod, maybe? Let's get Pal Pad for now. I don't think we need the Rod just yet. We'll Pal Pad. Pal Pad's in there, so let's get double Peony. And we'll kill the active. Alright, we finally got a knockout on the active. Well, I didn't even need to put my hand down low, which is kind of funny, because Ram would have KO'd, but still, it's like, we're down bad. Alright, we'll take 4 and 3. Arven Heavy Ball. That gets me Lost Vacuum if they put a path in play. We'll see. I think we're just one turn behind, right? Because we can, if we went two-shot, if we two-shotted this with Arcanine, right? We could have won with a boss or potentially an escape rope. So I think we're going to lose. We're one turn behind. I think we would be fine to win if we donked the Ralts. They didn't have the turn 2 Tinkaton just nuts like that. I think it was very possible to maybe win this game still. I actually think it might have been possible to still win this game if everything went a little bit better on the first turn of the game. Because we're just kind of behind here. Because what we can do is we can attack with Arcanine, knock out Tinkaton, and then like boss maybe for game potentially. Or an escape rope, depending if they get 2 Tinkas in play. So it just didn't really go the way I wanted it to go, unfortunately. They could just Avery again here. Like, they definitely play 2 Avery. I got no doubt in my mind they play 2 Avery. But maybe it could have been winnable if we went down that route. I'm thinking about it. It could have been winnable had we went down that route, to be honest. The more I think about it. They boss again. Venusaur. It's not good. I have Klara, but no out. They have another path, yeah. It's probably just game over, unfortunately. We'll see. It's not looking good, though. Maybe if I had, like, yeah, I don't know. There's, like, no way we can win this. This game's, like, just basically over. Can't even attack my opponent for full damage. It's just so jank. I think we still have to attack no matter what, but yeah, it's just not looking good, folks. It's not looking good. If I had a vacuum in hand, we would have had the attack. Should have got Arcanine. If I had vacuum in hand, yeah, I don't know why. Why did I not get Arcanine there? All right, I'm dumb. Should have got Arcanine. I'm getting punished for that, am I? Yep. I don't know why I grabbed Manaphy. I'm like, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We can't win anyways, probably, but still. The only way to win the game is if, like, they throw. That's not going to happen, so. I mean, the game's just over, right? So. Veluza just couldn't win. Maybe could have got there if we maybe got a turn 1 Donk and they didn't get the turn 2 Rare Candy Tinkaton. You know, things could have went our way a little bit better, and maybe this was winnable. But unfortunately, the way it stands, we ain't winning this. So we're just going to scoop it up. There's no point in playing it out. We can't win. Into this game with not a bad start. We got Veluza, playable hand. Actually, we can maybe get the turn 1 attacks. Let's see what we are up against. It looks like an Arceus deck. Palkia. Might be Chien-Pao. Palkia is interesting. Turn 1 attack here is good. Do I play the PokéStop, though? I might have to PokéStop. I need to find something. All right, do they have any setup? Oh, they just pass. All right, nice. We can get the turn 1 attack. The other Energy Search. That is not a great top deck. We'll grab Venusaur. Not sure if that's correct, though. But thanks to Switch Cart, it may not matter. Okay, well, PokéStop. Pokegear. Oh, Veluza gets discarded. Okay, we'll play Pokegear. And we'll just do Peony. It's fine. Losing double Energy Search does feel kind of bad, but it is what it is. That's going to maybe make it harder to attack my opponent, which is the only problem. We'll go like Battle VIP plus Heavy Ball? No, Heavy Ball's a playable card. Not sure we need anything else, to be honest. I guess Pal Pad, maybe? No. Go Battle VIP Bravery Charm, I guess. Let's get another Charm down. Grab these two. I want to make sure I can two-shot the Palkia V-Star, so. Nice. All right, turn 1 attack is pretty lit. We take those. We can hit for 140. And we get a Sunny Bloom here for some more cards. That was not a good Venusaur. Thankfully, PokéStop is in play. If it gets bumped, though, we might not be able to attack next turn, and that's pretty bad. All right, it is Baxcalibur. Okay, I was going to say, are we playing against Baxcalibur or not? Now, I do need Arcanine in this matchup because of Baxcalibur's tankiness. Do they have a knockout with Palkia? Can they even subspace swell me for a knockout? I'm pretty sure they can. I don't know. We don't have a full bench. They have 1 Pokemon in play. There's PokéStop. Yo, the God PokéStop. They lose 2 Pokemon, both of which are pretty good. All right, that helps a lot. I actually don't know if my opponent can knock out my Veluza. How much is it doing? They need to do 180. 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. Oh, they get one more Pokemon, they can knock me out. 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. If they have one more basic, they have a knockout. That PokéStop whiff could be huge if they don't have a basic here. They eared it for Rare Candy and Baxcalibur, which means they have to just have a Pokemon in those 3 cards that can knock me out. Or they eared it for Rare Candy Palkia. They don't... They're Star Portaling? Wait. Interesting. They needed that retreat pivot. They whiffed the knockout. Bad deck Saturday, yo, let's go. Oh, that's lit. Oh my god, and we get bailed out by that top deck, yo. You'll love to see it. Are there Arcanine in the deck? It is. Okay, so we'll grab Growlithe. Attached to Veluza. We'll Ultra Ball. Knockout. Yo, let's go. Bailed out by the top deck. Because we wouldn't have been able to knock out Palkia, and that would have got ugly. Alright, yo, Veluza's a beast. Let's go 6 and 3. Nice. Good prizes. Pokegear and Vacuum are pretty good cards to see. Speaking of Vacuum, some lists, or some Excalibur lists do play a Vacuum. So they could Vacuum my tool off here and knock me out. So they could still take a prize, technically. That 2-prize KO is huge, though. That is a really good swing play for us. And they can attack with Baxcalibur, it looks like, but as long as we can get Arcanine, we can respond with a KO. So if Gear gets us... Oh, I mean, there's so many outs. Ooh, they play Research? Okay, that's annoying. They could have actually bossed something too, but that's fine. That Research is fine. We can KO their Baxcalibur here. They are down a Frigiback, so unless they find a Super Rod here, they might struggle to get that back. All right, there's Lumineon coming down. Lumineon is a boss target with Belt and double Articuno, so that's something we can eye up maybe with Veluza. Or Belt Arcanine. I mean, Aqua Return can knock out Veluza, but not when it has a Bravery. Actually, no, it doesn't. We have 130 HP. For some reason, I keep thinking Veluza only has 120 HP. It does not. They do have a knockout with Lumineon, which I guess is what they're going to do, which is fine. However, if my opponent does not bench a Pokemon, I can just win with Arcanine here. So they kind of need to bench a Pokemon, or else I'm literally just going to win the game with Arcanine. I guess I could still attack with Veluza with a Bravery Charm on. We may as well save it, though. Are they going to Lumineon me? They still, I think, can play PokéStop, which is what they're doing. And once again, it gets them nothing, and they just lost their second Frigibacks. I'm pretty sure they only play 3. They're probably out of Frigibacks unless they find a Super Rod anytime soon. They stay in the active, so I can just knock them out with Arcanine here if we can get there. And I think we're going to go for the Arcanine. We have PokéStop, Gear, 1 Ultra Ball played so far. I'm feeling pretty confident we're going to get this knockout with Arcanine. Well, PokéStop first. I don't know if that's correct or not. All right, we got the knockout. Nice. I lied. PokéStop got rid of the Arcanine, bruh. Wow, that's so unlucky. Bro, this deck went from... Bro, we went from in a good spot to... We might actually be in trouble now. What? How does that happen, bro? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We get Arven here. We can get there. 4 supporters? Oh, gee. Oh, I have Klara, too. So, no, I do have the knockout. Okay. Can Arven for Super Rod and Belt? I want to say Belt. We might as well just Klara here. We'll just Klara, right? Klara it is. Holy moly, dude. That scared me. That scared me, I'm not gonna lie. That Ultra Ball came in clutch, though, for sure, for sure. Clutch Ultra Balls. We love when Ultra Balls are clutch. I was like, dude, I don't know if we're gonna get there now. I don't know. It was correct to... I mean, it paid off that we PokéStop because we would let it play Klara, but we had the Peony anyways, because that Pokegear had 4 supporters. All right, let's just knock him out. That was their only Baxcalibur, and they also have... They're down 3 Frigibacks. The PokéStop is shooting them in the foot, which is really good for us. And that's a pretty good hand. All right, we're chilling, bro. I'm liking where this is going. I'm liking where this is going. We'll see if my opponent has any way to stop me here. They have to Aqua Return, but they don't have a knockout because we have 130 HP because Arcanine is a boss. And if they stay in the active, we can knock them out with Choice Belt. I'm pretty sure Choice Belt's in the deck. So we can KO the Lumineon here with Arcanine Belt that they stay in the active. So they have to go for the knockout, I think, or do something this turn. They could Boss Sling on the bench. I have Arven, though, so that's not even going to work. I think they're just, like, they're down bad right now. Those Pokestops have been killing them. They have another Research. Yeah, that was a clogged hand. Yeah, they basically have to get a Rod here, because I doubt they play 4 Frigibacks. There's no way Chien-Pao plays 4 Frigibacks. So, like, they're down so bad right now. It's not even funny. They've also Star Portaled. So, like, they don't even have the ability to, like, build up Chien-Pao. Like, I'm pretty sure we are in a really good spot right now. It's not even funny. Like, we are in such a dominating position right now. It's kind of insane, to be honest. They do have a Nest Ball. They have another Palkia. They do. But, again, without the Star Portal Palkia, and I doubt they play Melanie, right? So, I don't know if they can do anything, folks. We might have them in a bit of a pickle. They have to attack. They're Pokestopping again? What are they going to learn? Stop Pokestopping. I mean, honestly, Baxcalibur is a deck that does play Pokestop, but it's just not working. My opponent's list does not seem optimized for Pokestop, considering they have lost a lot of very valuable resources. So, you know, Skaters Park. Okay, that's fine. We didn't really need the Pokestop anyways. Okay. What do they bring in? The Go Greninja. All right, so we saw the KO 2 price to win. Okay. So let's do this. And then we'll Pal Pad back the Peonies. We'll Super Rod. Actually, I don't think I needed Veluza. I probably could have done without it, to be honest. All right, let's knock him out, and then we'll take our prize here. Let's see what we got. Pal Pad? Don't know if I want to play that, because I probably have the Peony again. We could still struggle to attack. We are very far ahead, though, for the record. My opponent can't even knock me out this turn. So, like, it's not even looking good. Like, they can't even knock out my Arcanine this turn. That's how far ahead Veluza is right now. Those Pokestops absolutely killed my opponent. Oh, they do have a Candace. But they just get back Lumineon. Okay, well, that doesn't do much. Again, they need to find Super Rod here, or else, like, they can't do anything. So, yeah, I don't know. It's so bad for my opponent right now. There's Irida. Irida can help him a little bit. I think we just attack them, right? Kind of feel like a bit of a waste of a Pal Pad here. I can put back Arven. I don't know if I need Clara. We'll see me top deck. Artisan. I'm not going to play that. I don't want to give my opponent a free... Yeah, I don't want to... You know, let's Pal Pad. Sure, put back Arven. I don't want to give my opponent a free out to a Frigiback, because I can Super Rod and then Artisan for what it's worth. Or just Peony. For nothing. Let's attack. Arcanine putting in all the work right now. It's so grim for them. We just need like a boss play to win the game. And we can just I mean, we have another Peony. We have 2 Peonies left. They can't zigzag between attackers. So I think we're going to win this game. It's not looking good for my opponent. My opponent basically lost all their Frigibaxes because Pokestop did not want to be on their side. So they're out of resources. They have to have a Super Rod. And maybe their Super Rod is prize. They've only taken 1 prize. So the odds of Super Rod as prize is up there. And they don't get a Super Rod. So I don't think they have a way to stop me. I think we're going to win here. My opponent does not seem to have any way to stop me from winning. So they can knock me out finally. But then I just come in with Veluza and knock out the Chien-Pao. So I think we might have this wrapped up. We'll see, though. I think we have this wrapped up. We have game in hand, so nothing they can do. Yep, that's game. We win. My opponent wasn't able to set up... This is why the Arcanine's nice, right? Being able to respond to Baxcalibur in 1 hit is really good. And the ability to attack the opponent turn 1 is nice. And against Chien-Pao, Chien-Pao's a deck that likes to go second. Sometimes they do have a bad turn 1, and that did allow us to get the win here, which is pretty cool. So, like, their weak sauce turn 1 did allow us to win the game here with the Veluza. Because they went first, they had a slow start. We hit them turn 1 for 140 damage, 2-shot the Palkia, drew the Ultra Ball, used Arcanine at the right moment against their Baxcalibur, so things really did work out there. That was a demonstration of how this deck can sometimes win you games for a bad deck Saturday type deck. There you have, that is Veluza in action. We had some pretty interesting games in this video. I mean, had things went a little better against Tinkaton, I think we definitely could have won that game, but overall, this deck definitely is a bad deck Saturday deck. It is kind of hard to constantly chain together Veluza attacks. And it is cool that it does a lot of damage for 1 energy, and honestly, I'm going back and forth as to whether or not I like playing 2 Articuno. I'm thinking about maybe even playing more. Articuno is really good. That damage that it fixes actually does go a long way. So there is a reason to maybe play more Articuno in this deck if you ever were to play more Articuno. But overall, the deck did feel pretty decent. I did like it. I thought the deck definitely did what it was supposed to do and did it fine. The Venusaur obviously is good. I like the Bibarel as like a second Venusaur. And yeah, I think the Arcanine did pull its weight. Again, having a fighting Pokemon against Miraidon and Arceus, and you saw I did fix the math quite a bit against Baxcalibur, which can be annoying because they can go Baxcalibur and your Veluza can't one-shot it unless you had Quad Articuno, which we don't play Quad Articuno. So I like the deck quite a bit. The vacuums were nice to have as extra discard bait. Ultra Ball does carry the deck for the record. I will say that Ultra Ball does carry. I think everything went fine. Another Stadium might be decent. I wouldn't mind maybe playing another PokéStop or another Artisan. I think another Stadium could go a long way in this deck. I don't know if we need the Judge per se. Judge is definitely cuttable. I do like having it though. For like Lost Box and being able to like still like Judge and then maybe get the Veluza attack off, but Judge is definitely a cuttable card for sure. I can see Judge getting cut out of the deck. Another tool would be good. Honestly, another Bravery Charm / Choice Belt, a Defiance Band would be another good addition to this deck. There are definitely cards I could see being put in here. But yeah, that is it for the deck. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. Help me on the road to reaching 45k subs. We did just hit 44,000 subs. So I do appreciate y'all. Once again, follow the support and growth on the channel as we slowly but surely grind our way to 50k subscribers and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Check out card comment down below if you get any codes. Use code the F. Check out my Twitch, my Twitter, and my Discord down below. And check out the Shovel Squad and my second YouTube channel down below too. And I'll catch you on another video. Bye-bye.